More than 1 century ago, mankind was faced with a new enemy in the form of a giant called Titan. The difference in strength between humans and their enemies is so vast that humans are forced to the brink of extinction. Humans still survive, finally build 3 walls, namely the Maria Wall, the Rose Wall, and the Sina Wall. After that they were finally able to continue living under the protection of the wall. This peace has lasted for approximately 100 years. Almost everyone feels happy and never complains, except for one child named Eren Jaeger. Unlike humans in general, Eren doesn't feel happy living inside the walls at all. He feels that human life is now like livestock. And not only Eren, one of his friends named Armin also thinks so. Armin said that only crazy people think that walls can protect humans from Titan attacks forever. At that moment, a yellow flash suddenly appeared accompanied by an explosion. After the explosion occurred, suddenly a very large Titan appeared. The Titan was given the nickname as the Colossal Titan. The Titan then destroys the wall so that other small Titans manage to enter human territory. Eren with his adopted sister named Mikasa immediately ran to their house. When they got there, it turned out that their place of residence had been crushed by a rock. Eren and Mikasa try to save their mother as trapped in the rubble. At the same time, a Titan was seen approaching them. Then a military trooper named Hannes came to help. Eren's mother asked Hannes to take Mikasa and Eren away, and in the end Eren's mother was eaten alive by a Titan in front of Eren and Mikasa's eyes. The 3 of them then ran towards Maria's wall. Not long after that, another Titan appeared whose whole body was covered in armor. The Titan then destroys Maria's wall. Humanity has now lost the wall of Maria. Those are still alive all move into the wall of Rose. The incident made Eren vow to kill all the Titans. He plans to join the military force when he is old enough. Several years have passed. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin have grown into teenagers. As planned, the 3 of them decided to join the military forces. There they also made new friends, including Jean Kirstein, Rainer Braun, Berthold Hoover, Connie Springer, Annie Lenhart, Krista Lenz, Ymir, Marco Bott, and Sasha Blouse, and many more. First they learn about Titan's weakness and how to kill it. It is said that the Titan is divided into several types. The first is an ordinary Titan or a weak Titan whose movements can be easily predicted. Second, there are abnormal Titans. Actually, abnormal Titans are weak Titans. It's just that their movements are very difficult to predict. Usually abnormal Titans can run or even jump. Third, there are Titans with special powers or Titan shifters, such as the Colossal Titan and Armor Titan. Titans actually only have one weakness, which is located at the back of their neck. The most effective way to kill a Titan is to slash the back of its neck with a sword. The sword used is also connected to a tool called 3D maneuvering gear. By using the 3D maneuver gear tool, humans can move quickly and float in the air to fight the Titans. In addition to being trained on how to kill Titans, they also undergo basic training such as physical training and martial arts training. Some soldiers think that martial arts training is not important because it can't be used against Titans. But even so, Eren still seriously undergo the training. He is sure that whatever he learns will not be in vain. After several years of military training, Eren and his friends finally graduated. The training produced 10 best graduates. They were Krista, Sasha, Connie, Marco, Jean, Eren, Annie, Berthold, Rainer, and the best graduate as well as the most powerful fighter was Mikasa Ackerman. Those who successfully pass are then given the option of joining one of 3 special forces. The first option was that they could become the guard troops on duty at the boundary wall. Second, they can be a troop of investigators on duty outside the walls. This division has a very high level of danger because they will be dealing directly with Titans. Third, they can become military police. This division is the most comfortable division because their job is only to protect the king is on the innermost wall, meaning that the military police never face Titan directly. Therefore only the 10 best graduates are allowed to join in the military police force. It is certain that Eren, Mikasa, and Armin will join the investigative squad. The next day before they were officially inaugurated, suddenly the colossal titan reappeared and destroyed the wall. This time Eren tried to fight it. When he aimed for the back neck of the colossal titan, the titan suddenly emitted hot steam then disappeared without a trace. After that the ordinary titans began to enter human territory. Immediately the soldiers alerted and also evacuated. The battle took a lot of lives. There were many soldiers were killed by the titans and there were also those experienced a mental breakdown, so they decided to commit suicide. Likewise with Armin, he almost died being eaten by a titan. Luckily at the last moment Eren managed to save him, but the incident made Eren swallowed alive by the titan. A few hours later the news of Eren's death was finally known by Mikasa. The news made Mikasa immediately lose her zest for life. She just remained silent even though there was a titan nearby was after her. Not long after, a titan appeared saved Mikasa. This titan is quite unique because he can use martial techniques like humans. All his movements are very efficient because he directly targets the back neck of the titan he is fighting. Strangely again, the titan is not at all interested in humans. This incident makes Armin get a new idea. He intends to use the titan to save other soldiers. Armin's plan could be said to be successful. The titan fought desperately to the point of exhaustion. Then surprisingly Eren emerged from within the titan's body. Here it is revealed that Eren as a human can turn into a titan. After the incident, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin were interrogated by the soldiers. A lot of people are afraid of Eren. Eren tries to explain that even though he is a titan he is still on the human side. Eren's explanation was not believed by people. Even the three of them were shot with cannons. Eren had no other choice but to turn back into a titan to withstand the cannon. Armin then tells everyone that Eren is not the enemy of humans. This is actually beneficial for humans, because humanity can use the power of Eren's titan to reclaim a city that has been destroyed. Not long after, a military commander named Pixis Commander came to the place. Commander Pixis agrees with Armin's plan to use the power of Eren's titan as a weapon. Finally a new mission begins. The plan is that Eren will turn into a titan and then lift a large rock to close the hole in the wall. Unfortunately their plan did not go smoothly. When Eren turns into a titan he loses control of himself. Eren has turned into a titan then attacks Mikasa and he accidentally hits himself in the face until he faints. The incident made Armin immediately rush to Eren's place. Armin then stabbed Eren's titan neck with the intention of making Eren wake up. Armin's struggle was quite fruitful. Eren managed to wake up and he immediately lifted a large rock as planned. And in the end the plan to close the hole in the wall was successfully implemented. After successfully closing the hole in the wall, the next step was to clean up all the remaining titans. At the same time the investigative squad also came to help. This is the first victory for mankind against the titans. After the battle was over, the entire army immediately evacuated the corpses of the fallen soldiers. Jean also participated in the evacuation. Accidentally found Marco had become a corpse, but unfortunately no one knew how Marco died. Meanwhile, Eren is currently in prison. He is being watched by two of the investigators, Erwin Smith and Levi Ackerman. At that time Eren was immediately accepted to join the investigative squad, but before being officially appointed Eren had to undergo judge first. This judge will be presided over by the Supreme Commander of all military forces named Zaklai. The judge will determine whether Eren deserves to be left alive or not. Even though Eren has been instrumental in closing the hole in the wall, people still can't trust Titan. It is feared that if one day Eren will go berserk then he can easily destroy the city. There are tons of people want Eren's death including the military police force. Erwin Smith then says that he will accept Eren into the investigative squad to reclaim Wall of Maria by harnessing the power of him Titan. And to minimize the damage that will occur, the investigative team together with Eren will move to headquarters outside the walls, so the people inside the walls don't have to worry. And if one day Eren goes berserk, the investigative squad has Levi can easily kill him. Erwin's offer was finally accepted by Zaklai. Now Eren has officially joined the investigative squad and of course will be supervised by a special group led by Levi and consists of Petra Rahl, Gunther Schultz, Oluo Bozato, and Eld Jin. They are the ones have the greatest fighting ability among the other members. Eren also met a member named Hanji. She was tasked with researching Titan. For example, researching what is Titan. Where does it come from? Why do Titans have bodies like humans? Do Titans feel pain? Why do Titans tend to be active during the day? And so forth. The next day an unexpected problem occurred. 2 Titans were the subjects of Hanji's research were suddenly killed by someone. This made Erwin realize that there might be spies among them. A few days later it was time for the inauguration of the members. Erwin gave a speech as well as recruited new recruits. In addition, he also leaked a big secret that only the investigative forces knew. He reveals a plan to go to the Shigansina district, at Eren's house which has been destroyed. Why is that place a destination? Because in the basement of Eren's house there is a big secret that only knowing Eren's father, Grisha Jaeger. Of course it will be difficult to go there, because Eren's house is in the area of the Maria Wall which has been destroyed and controlled by Titans. Erwin also said that if the investigative team succeeded in uncovering the secret, humanity would be one step ahead of today. After informing Erwin of the plan, members do not want to join are asked to leave the place. Surprisingly, Eren's contemporaries join the investigative squad and only one person decides to join the military police and that person is Annie Lenhart. A few days later the investigators carried out a mission and went to the Shigansina district according to what Erwin told his men. But actually the mission had another purpose and no one knew. Only Erwin knew the true purpose of the mission. After riding far enough, suddenly Armin met a female Titan. Surprisingly the Titan saw Armin's face and just walked away, meaning that it was most likely that the Titan was a human could turn into a Titan just like Eren. Reiner then came and brought the horse for Armin. Jean also joined them. Armin then told about what had just happened. He concluded that most likely the Titan was looking for Eren. The 3 of them then devised a plan to attack the female Titan. When Reiner started to attack, the female Titan could easily catch him. Fortunately Reiner was still able to escape from the female Titan's grip. Reiner and Armin then decided to run away. While the female Titan did not intend to chase them, the Titan ran in a different direction than before. Meanwhile, Erwin along with several other troops arrived in a forest. Only a few people were allowed to enter the forest, while the others were ordered to divide into groups and guard the left and right sides of the forest. Levi and Eren's group and several other troops entered the forest. Soon a female Titan appeared behind Eren's group. It turns out that Armin's guess is right, that the female Titan's goal is Eren. In a state of urgency, Eren plans to turn into a Titan to fight the female Titan, but unfortunately Levi forbids it. Levi said to keep carrying Erwin's orders, which is to keep moving forward. They continued to move until they came to a point where Erwin and the rest of the troops were on standby. The female Titan was then pinned down with several small spears connected by ropes to restrain her movement. It turns out that this is the real purpose of Erwin's mission. He deliberately used Eren as bait to lure the traitor he had suspected. After the female Titan could not move, Levi then decided to attack the back of her neck. But unfortunately the female Titan had the ability to harden her skin on certain body parts. The female Titan then screamed so that the other Titans came to eat her. The incident made the person behind the female Titan manage to escape. She then disguised himself as a member of the investigative squad. That person then came to Eren's place and turned back into a Titan. She then kills the rest of Levi's team. This made Eren so angry that he decided to turn into a Titan to fight against a female Titan. Even though Eren had tried his best, but unfortunately he still lost the fight. The female Titan then managed to catch Eren and take him away. Mikasa and Levi know the incident. They then decide to chase the female Titan. After successfully catching up, Levi then attacked the female Titan's eyes so that she couldn't see. He also attacked nerve points throughout the female Titan's body, rendering the Titan temporarily paralyzed. And finally Levi slashed the female Titan's jaw and managed to grab a wren was in the female Titan's mouth. The battle between the investigative squad and the female Titan can be said to be balanced. Both the investigative squad and the female Titan both failed to carry out their mission. From the battle, the investigators concluded that the figure behind the female Titan was Annie Lenhart. This conclusion is based on several irregularities when Armin meets a female Titan. At that time, Annie had to see Armin's face so she wouldn't kill his. Armin's theory is also supported by Mikasa's opinion. She realized that Annie's fighting horses were exactly the same as those used by the female Titan. All these conclusions are just conjectures, they don't have any evidence, but they must still act to reveal the true identity of the female Titan. They then began to devise a plan to lure Annie. Their plan is quite simple, they try to lure Annie into a narrow tunnel. As expected, Annie refused to enter the tunnel. Even though Annie is someone can transform into a Titan, she will still find it difficult to move in tight spaces. In addition, Annie also realized that she would have a hard time when she had to fight Mikasa. After her identity is known, Annie then turns into a Titan and destroys the tunnel, causing Eren to fall under the rubble. The incident made everyone witnessed it panic, including the military police. Those had only been guarding the king on the innermost wall were of course very frightened when they saw Titan in person. Mikasa and Armin along with several other members of the investigative squad tried desperately to fight Annie. Meanwhile, Eren was knocked unconscious by the rubble, finally woke up and turned into a Titan. The fight between Eren and Annie in Titan form finally happened. Eren has turned into a Titan still has difficulty fighting Annie because apart from being a martial arts expert, Annie also has the power to harden the skin on her Titan's body. Eren was overwhelmed still tried to fight Annie until in the end Annie started to run out of energy. After all, Annie is alone against the Titan. Eren is assisted by a squad of investigators. Annie then tried to escape by climbing the wall, but suddenly Mikasa came and cut Annie's fingers, causing her to fall. At that time Eren then hit Titan Annie's head until it was separated from her body. After Annie came out of her Titan's body, suddenly a crystal appeared that enveloped her. This is an automatic defense system that will activate when the owner loses. In the end, Eren and his team of investigators managed to defeat Annie. However, because Annie was now covered in crystal, Erwin and company couldn't get any information from her. After the incident, Annie was then imprisoned and monitored by a squad of investigators. Although it can't be said to win 100%, but at least humanity is a bit more advanced than before. And in the end the anime Attack on Titan, or in Japanese called Shingeki no Kyojin Season 1, has finished. Look forward to the next season's storyline on this channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.